Okay, so I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this one, but I think I have to bring it to everybody's attention. CC2, what the are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You have an anniversary game currently right now that's literally tanking because you guys cannot go ahead and fix the netcode. And you guys right now are expecting us to believe that you are going to give us another anniversary game down the road and give us the actual netcode that we're asking for. Fix the game that you got here first. Let's start there. Let's start there because this is why I can't trust what's coming out of the woodworks from CyberConnect 2. And again and again and again and again, we are proven by them that they just do what they fucking want and never what we ask as a whole community. So let's go ahead and rewind and start from the very beginning as to where the hell this conversation comes from. So let's start there. As of last, I don't know, Friday, give and take Saturday, there was a major announcement in the Twitter community, in the anime community, that there was a new Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm game in the woodworks. Now, I'm a big Ultimate Ninja fan. I don't play it here on the channel because that's not what my channel was predicated on. And that's not really what we're going to be talking about or discussing. Is more so that for the longest, most of the fans have been asking for an Ultimate Ninja Storm 5. And unfortunately, what has been given to us has been a DLC after like 4 years from the release of the of Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. We got some DLCs, then we got more DLCs. The game got patched up the last time, probably what, in 2016, 2017, something like that. And then ever since then, it's been done. We can talk about the shit that Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm has going for it in regards to it giving us the ending of Naruto before the official anime kind of thing, so on and so forth, all those merits. But the one thing that was asked of CC2 and Bandai Namco was the same thing we've asked for in almost every video game that has been sponsored or developed by Bandai Namco. If it's a fighting game, put the rollback netcode. That's it. I am 1,000% positive. And if it's not the case, I'll make a video. Again, like I said the last time, I'll make a video and I apologize and I'll be like, nah, that happened. Look, they finally listened to us. But I am 1,000% positive this Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections is more of a cash grab to the nostalgia of the Naruto fans than JoJo's All-Star Battle R was to the JoJo's fan. I'm saying that right now. And the reason why I say that is we're going to get expanded story. We're going to get additional characters. But the main key things that are supposed to be worked on will not be worked on. And when I talk about main key thing being worked on, I'm talking about the rollback netcode. That's it. Nobody gives a fuck how cool the game looks. Nobody gives a fuck how the animations are. Nobody gives a fuck if you have God Naruto Baryon mode from the latest Boruto, arc or something like that of the sort. If the game online plays like ass. Hinokami Chronicles is out there proving that without a rollback netcode or a good netcode, the game dies instantly. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you can't find nobody online. One of the best fighting games, period. Playing offline, playing on Parsec, playing on PC, the game is amazing. But the situation that we got here in this scenario is that we're going to get a game that is going to fill the nostalgia meter up for the fans of the Naruto Storm series. But the thing is that by now I don't trust Bandai to not take shortcuts. And by that, what that means is them not building the game from the ground up. That's what that means. In order for you to provide the best netcode possible, you have to go back to the source code of the game. In order to provide that source code of the game, you have to start the game from scratch. There's no way that you can just simply say, oh, let's just add rollback netcode and press a button. Done. No. You have to make the game from the ground up most of the time, especially if the game was already on delay-based netcode. That is why Virtua Fighter 5 still came out with a delay-based netcode, but they worked on their delay-based netcode in order to provide you guys like a home base in each country, and then that home base is where your internet will communicate with them, and your netcode wasn't dropping as bad. It wasn't bad, but there's not too many cases where people with delayed based netcode are willing to go that far in order to make sure that every single region works properly, and that's a problem. The problem is that Japan is known for making games for the Japanese. They're not designed for us in the West. They're not designed for people in Europe. They're not designed for people in Africa. I'm trying to explain it to you guys nicely because it is simple. The size of Japan is the size of basically New York and Virginia and maybe another state on the East Coast. That's it. That's it. That's the size of Japan. The size of Japan is literally the right side of the right portion of the United States, from Maine all the way down to like North Virginia. So being like that, a game with delayed base netcode will work perfectly because there's only one region essentially that's split up into smaller regions. They're gonna have and provide on each area. You're gonna have the Tokyo area, you're gonna have Hokkaido, you're gonna have the rural areas that out there. I don't know every single area, so I'm not just gonna go ahead and toss random names out there, but you're gonna have those areas with a setup point. That's not the same that's gonna happen in the United States. The United States is 50 times bigger. 50 times bigger. Europe is 35 times bigger. Every other country is damn near bigger than Japan. So because of that, you have to put that into perspective as to why the delayed base netcode for anime game just doesn't work. And you're going to kill us pocket-wise, because I'm not saying I ain't gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it regardless. Regardless, I am getting Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm's connection. But the ultimate thing is that if you don't address what is the problem, seeing that the problem is the rollback netcode for me to be able to play with people in California without a problem, people to play with people in Europe without a problem, to play with people in Japan without a problem, you're not going to get anywhere. The game is going to come. The game is going to go. You already did it with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R. Now you're about to do the exact same thing with Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm. If that's the case, then what is it? What's in it for us as far as consumers? And that's the question that you as a consumer have to start asking yourself. Should I continue sponsoring these games that are not giving us the shit that we're asking for? Or should we wait till the game drops on a discount or something like that? Because that's a point that should have been made since Dragon Ball FighterZ for all of us. Since Dragon Ball FighterZ. No video game from 2018 forward as a fighting game should have came out without rollback netcode. None. The company should have been on strict things saying this is the number one thing that we need to do. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was in the works for 4 years. So give and take, that's 2018, 2019. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure should have been worked from the ground up and given to us the rollback netcode. Period. But it wasn't. Now we have Ultimate Ninja Storm Connection coming out, but then Senju from Japan has been talking about this particular game since 2020, give and take. So 3 years, 4 years, right? 3 to 4 years already happening there. There's almost a guarantee that if it's around the same timeline as JoJo's or that much spread apart as an anniversary game, they're not going to work on the netcode. And it's scary. It's a scary time to be in for anyone who wants to enjoy content across the board. If you play offline, fine. Good for you. Enjoy your offline battles. Enjoy beating up your friends from around the block that you played since middle school and high school. Enjoy being the best ninja around in your area or in your head. That's totally fine by me. I'm not disrespecting you. I'm not going to take away your skills. I'm not going to turn around and say you're living short-sighted, because that would be hypocritical of me as a content creator and as a person. If you don't want to play with other people, you don't have to play with other people. Nonetheless, for those who do, which is a whopping 97% of users, that's a big number. That means that only 3% of active users for PlayStation, for Xbox, for PC, so on and so forth, 3% only play games offline. The majority of consumers play games online. Grand Theft Auto 5, Tekken, Street Fighter, you name it. All the biggest games are still alive till today because of the online content. It's not because of the tournaments that come out every 3-4 months. It's not because of, new DLC coming out. This isn't 2002. This isn't 2005. That's not how content creating works anymore. That's not how video gaming works anymore. In order to sustain a lifespan for a video game, you have to give it to the people here and in the now. And that, my friends, is very important. So that is why if you live offline and you don't play online, it's totally fine. But you're only in the 3%. It's not about you. It is not about you. At a 3%, this is about the 97% of people who do play online, who do want to play the best of the best, not just the best of the hood. I want to play the best in Japan. I want to play the best in Russia. I want to play the best in Nigeria. I want to play the best in the US, in Florida, in Kansas, wherever it is, without having the fucking hiccup of my netcode acting like ass. Simple as that. That's that. And I feel that CC2, the way that they've gone about things, the way that they've done us dirty with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure up to this point, when we keep asking for the same thing, I'm sorry for y'all Naruto fans, but when it drops and they turn around and give that interview and he be like, no implementation of rollback netcode at this time. We have worked on the network in order to provide the best experience possible, but no rollback netcode at this time. Y'all gonna look at this video and be like, damn. Because there's Cyber Connect 2. That's why. The game would have came out with, from Arxis, it would have had it. The game would have been, the licenses would have been given to Sega, it would have had it. But because of Cyber Connect 2 and Bandai, they love sleeping on this bed, that game is going to only sell primarily better in Japan. I don't know what the gist of that is, but the bottom line of it is that that is their truth. And that is what they stand on. They stand on that. To provide the best experience for Japanese folks. Not for Americans, not for Europeans, not for French, but for the Japanese. And when the Japanese folks are only as big as Maine through North Carolina in regards to states in comparison, that kind of netcode is going to work. It's going to work for them. It's not going to work for us. True gaming companies that think, oh, the best of the best are in India. The best of the best are in Europe. The best of the best are in North America. They're going to have to be able to play and be at the top of their game and play people around their level. How can we make that experience be the best it can be? And the first thing that they'll say is, let's implement the best network that we can in order for them to be able to connect at any point in time without having any issues. That's where I'm going to leave this video at. If you guys did enjoy this content and you guys think that this is where it's going, let me know in the comment section. If you think otherwise, you can also let me know in the comment section. Tell me what your opinion is in regards to Ultimate Ninja Storm's connection, receiving, possibly not receiving a rollback netcode in all this, and your feeling in regards to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R being out for so long, and also at this point no words of a rollback netcode implementation, especially with how badly their delayed base netcode was from the very beginning. So let's talk about it. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all already know, holla at the boy, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.